If you've been following Vintage Unplugged for 2017, you know we had Cro Cro as a guest on the show already. Now today we have what some would call his arch rival and what he himself called the devil, but I ain't getting into that. Today, ladies and gentlemen, we have a man with a sweet voice and a bitter correspondence when you're ready. We have Sugar Aloes and we're here at Calypso Blues Cafe. Check them out. This on every Friday. They have an after work line, and at best, the moccasins be cold.
Stop to study the whole universe. How come this world gets so corrupt and cursed? Things are stranger, cause it's not like before. Man's life in turmoil, with disaster and war, for sure. With the nuclear this and the nuclear that, they intend to smash down the world flat. And they don't care about the master's plan. Cause every day man seeking to destroy man. Put a hand. Cause this was never meant to be. Man supposed to dwell in harmony. But because of selfish ways, man create things to shorten his days, cause in discomfort and strife, what a life, cause in discomfort and strife, what a life in these times, but these are the signs of the end of times. Mankind of himself create dread disease, talking about gonorrhea, AIDS and herpes. Now he's searching desperately to find the cure. And up to now, man still hasn't passed first floor. Well, what more? The Bible said that when God made woman, He specified she was man's companion. Some men turn away from her beauty and perfection, showing us plain that they prefer live with a man in this land. Cause this was never meant to be. Man's supposed to dwell in harmony. But because of selfish ways, man create things to shorten his days. Cause in discomfort and strife, what a life. Cause in discomfort and strife, what a life. In these times, but these are the signs of the end of times. Yes, what a life. Cause in discomfort and strife, what a life. In these times, but these are the signs of the end of times.
Vintage Unplugged 2017. Sugar Aloes.
Yes, man.
Welcome. Welcome to the show, sir.
Well, thanks for having me.
That song is a very nostalgic song. Makes me feel warm and tingly inside. I don't know, I don't have an exact memory, but I remember it is a song that played a big part in the country, especially because I was a youth just watching the March Gras, watching Calypso send me something on TV, and the reaction from people, the reaction in the atmosphere all around. What was it like at that time when you sang that song?
Well, what was good about it is that it was referring to the things that happening around us at present. Even then, it's come like I had prophesied something.
Yeah.
I remember doing a video clip of it, and it was never played until the coup.
That's what it was.
Yes, until the coup. They played it every day, about 6 times a day.
That is what you see. I know it had a reason, like it built into me.
Yeah, so, you know, it was just perfect timing.
Yeah.
And up to today, it is still relevant.
Very much so, you know. Tell me about your experience in the Young Brigade tent. Let me go back.
The Young Brigade, My experience in the Young Brigade tent was a short one because that was Sparrow's Young Brigade.
Right.
My main experience and everything else was more in CDC tent, which was then CDC, which we call NCC tent now.
Right.
Which is Calypso House.
Calypso House, right.
Yeah, but my experience was really there. But I started off in OYB, Original Young Brigade, in 1979, which I established in a song they call Love Be In Me. I had the likes and the support and the props of people like Lord Shorty, Crazy.
Yeah.
And as a matter of fact, that was the very first time the public heard Parang Soca from Crazy.
Okay.
That and a song they call Guadalupe Chick.
Okay.
He's the inventor of Parang Soca. Yeah, and we had the likes of Calypso Rose and the stalwarts of them. And I was the youngest to join the cast, very first time I involved in something like that. And I was admired, I was liked. I remember one night, Baron came from away and he came to visit the tent and Shorty sent him in the audience and tell him, go and sit down and listen yourself. He coming on stage just now and that was me.
You get back to that part of the story a little bit later, because you know we had a Palora tune, eh? You know we had a Palora tune.
I know it.
Vintage Unplugged 2017, we are here with Sugar Aloes. I noticed that Kyle poured some weight over the past couple of weeks. No, it's not Kyle. We have Joey Rivers with us today. Inside now, if I don't know, Joey Rivers is one of the main guitarists. You see anything Calypso, Joey day. Joey could back any Calypsonian. You understand what I'm saying? Vintage Unplugged 2017, then we take a quick break. When we come back, we have more with Sugar Aloes. And Joey here for you, show you Lyman.
Up the hill, down the hill, what did you do? Mama, she was walking in the steps from one to the oh, lady, walk a mile and she did. Oh, lady, walk a mile and she did. Oh, God. Mama, oh,
And we're back inside Vintage Unplugged. That was the Calypso King. And I'm here with a man who's been a Calypso King before.
Yes.
The Sugar Aloes. And I want to get into some bacchanal.
Okay.
Now, one of the things that you're noted for is being one of the more controversial political Calypsonians. Right?
Yeah.
It is alleged that you were the only person to declare that you are of a particular party.
I said I was a PNM till
You
I
was
dead.
a PNM till you're dead.
Yeah.
Now, a couple of years ago, you were seen performing on a UNC platform.
Thanks
The
for
former
that.
Prime Minister, Kamala Prasad Bisasa, she was there and you honored, it is alleged that you honored her in song
Yeah.
with a rendition of Taurus Riley.
Yes,
Taurus
I did.
Riley's She's Royal.
Yes, I did.
How does that play with your PNM till you're dead campaign?
Is it possible that I have to be politically inclined to work?
No.
All right, well, I may not like my boss, but I have to go to work
Right.
because I have bills to pay.
But-
It was a celebration
Uh-huh.
of a party in power for 2 years.
Right.
And I was asked to serenade the Prime Minister.
Right.
They didn't ask me to make a speech or try to detour people to their party or
But
sway people to the PN,
As
to the UNC party.
an artist, as a Calypsonian, you have influence. We can agree on that?
Yes.
You have people who are fans of yours.
Yes.
There are people who, when you say things, they react it.
Yes.
Yes.
Not all the time.
My point is that when you say something, it has an influence, whether good or bad, whether they agree or
all right,
disagree.
all right.
Something happens, yes?
Okay.
So if you as an artist now go on a stage and then you're performing, celebrating somebody, it means that you endorse this person. That's what your presence there means.
That's what it means?
Yes, because as
I
an
thought
artist,
I went to work.
Right? If I work in somewhere and my boss decide, my boss is something and I completely disagree with, morally speaking, I have the opportunity now to say I'm not going to that job anymore.
Okay.
I'm going to quit that job.
Okay.
And based on the type of job that you have,
Okay.
you can pick and choose which gigs you do and don't do.
Oh.
Not so?
What about if your work and your workplace have engagements and they didn't hire you? What about that part? And
Well,
you get
no,
employment somewhere else?
Well, you see, this is where it comes in. It boils down to a matter of whether you would then look at it as a moral dilemma or is it just work.
It's work. It was just work.
It was just work.
Let
So
me
you
draw
say
a reference
you
to
have
you.
you have no alliances to any
But
any party
listen,
except the PNM.
Listen. The thing about it is I ain't joining no party. I is a PNM. I remain a PNM. I am the soldier, the fighting, fearless soldier on the ground for you. And I'm here for a purpose, to persuade people that, hey, this is it. But when you have your celebration, like the opening of the overpass, you send a helicopter to hire a helicopter to slack down Fair and Lions and Bungee Gallon, and Aloes didn't get no work. So I am only here to shed my blood for you.
As a soldier doing the groundwork, you're likely to die without getting any glory.
Okay.
It has soldiers who just come back from war battered and bruised, and the general does get the glory. Looking for the
Let me
glory?
explain you this. I'm not looking for glory.
So what is
At
that?
the end of the day, I
Looking
have
for what?
bills to pay.
All right, and that's what it boils down to sometimes.
The public didn't admonish, and I call him name,
Call name.
Mr. Samaru. He went up in McCoy and sing Rajin for Patrick Manning.
Right.
And as he done sing, he run down Rienzi to sing Rajin there.
Right.
And they see it as a work, so why they can't see my action as a job?
Because none of those people said that they paid until they did.
Oh,
That is where the conflict does come in.
okay.
As a matter of fact, I'm going to go to a clip where you was bashing the UNC right now.
I will always bash them.
All right, let me go reflection.
I know some of you may think I'm insipid, but on election night I prove how pan the real wicked. He was on TV ranting like a madman, all because UNCA didn't win the election. I don't know why Trevor Paul didn't have him lock up. He was upset because half his people vote for Cup. I don't believe he knew he was on television, not for the way he was using Winston Buchanan. He said all who vote for PNM and all who don't care about the children. And when you read about the next murder, and when somebody rape your mother, what Mr. Pandey failed to understand, that this was a free and fair election. He was charged for assault years ago, that's true. If we must look in the mirror, here's looking at you. Look in the mirror. Look in the mirror. Look in the mirror. And they say Ramesh have the solution for crime, so we must put them back in office just one more time. He say he want to win his political career with his boots on his beret and fists in the air. Give me one last chance, and they started begging, vote UNCA and let us get rid of Manning. Martin, Joseph and Jeremy is a waste of time. Give me Jack and Ramesh a chance to get rid of crime. So when the crime rate keep on rising, and they cannot control kidnapping, and when you read about the next robbery, when guns and drugs enter the country, And they feel that we suffering from amnesia. And don't remember that Ramesh was Dolce the lawyer. And when he turned AG, he sent all 9 of them through. So when Ramesh talking about crime, here's looking at you. Look in the mirror. Look in the mirror.
And we are back inside Vintage Unplugged 2017. Sugar Aloes. Joey River is still here with us. Mr. Aloes, sir.
Yes.
I like the bacchanal, so I will continue with the bacchanal. Tell me about your relationship with the mighty Cro Cro.
To be honest, and this is honesty,
Be honest.
be honest.
Be honest.
He's a fella admired. I watch him for his bravery. And as a matter of fact, he don't even know this. He helped formed part of Aloes, and he don't know this. I admire him for his bravery and everything else, but these days he gets stupid, man. He gets illiterate.
I don't understand. He forgot how to read and write?
No, he's not using his initiative common sense. He's not using that. You're attacking somebody who we supposed to be looking out for each other.
So you're saying that he is attacking you
Yes, he always does. He always does.
and you don't attack him?
Never did.
Never did.
Never did.
So why did he start attacking you?
There was an incident. He likes self-glory. I'm telling you this. He likes glorification. He loved to be basking in the glory.
All right.
And there was an incident in the March Gras in 92.
Mm-hmm.
92, yes. I had a political song, and then my second song to back up the thing was Love Being Me. And I justified myself by saying that, you know, I don't believe Sparrow had won the competition because I knew different. I knew plenty inside stories
From the
different.
judges and things?
Yeah, I
Okay.
knew different. So I made a comment on it. And Mr. Man, up with my song Love Being Me, right over my lyrics and attack me
Just based on that?
just based on that.
But did you take that personally or was that Pekong?
That was not Pekong because here what, when I answer him back in a song I call Calypso in Danger, that just put more,
Tension.
not even tension, gas, only on the fire. I thought it was camaraderie because what I was trying to create when I did that, I saw an opportunity for himself and me to be in the banking sector.
Just like how Sparrow and Kitch used to do it.
Not Kitch, Sparrow and Melody.
Melody, right.
Not Kitch, Melody. I saw that opportunity.
Right.
And this is why I answered him and said, Calypso in Danger. And he took it personally himself and his madam. I didn't say wife, I said madam.
I heard you. And I shan't get involved. As a matter of fact, though, I want to call you out on something.
What's that?
You say you never said nothing for him.
I never said
You say you
nothing.
never disrespect him. You
No,
never.
No, I never disrespect
You never
him.
attack him.
No.
But I have video proof. Let me take it to you. No respect. He remixed Cro Cro thing.
All you remember that melody? All you remember it? All you might remember it this way. Last year, soon as this semi's finished, Cro Cro start a big commotion. My image he wanted to tarnish because he know I had a good song. So right away he start to accuse me, saying I using people's melody. He run on the radio with Miss Umbala, saying they must disqualify me. But tell them, I lose them friend nobody. I want to send this message to Miss Umbala, Cro Cro and Miss Steve Silly. Tell them, I lose them friend nobody. And Lord Brigo, who can't even read and write, up just so and jump in the fight. Tell them, I lose them friend nobody. Cro Cro should not speak about people's melody. Up to now we hear pay gypsy. Tell them, Aloes them friend nobody. But I take up the challenge where I show down, just to prove why he couldn't win the crown. When them judges rubbed me for all them years, was it my wife and my children who did shed tears? But now I proved to the nation I could beat them. I have no respect for them.
No, that is not attack.
I don't understand.
That is not attack.
So when he sing a song, you use attack, but when you sing a song, he's not attack?
No. You singing like you're getting your wires crossed.
But I'm confused, so help
you
me out.
are confused.
Help
because
out.
What happened here? What actually happened here? He loves to take people's melody and do it over.
I know.
Right?
I know. He did it with Gypsy and several others.
And several others.
Yeah.
So we had a show. We had a show. This is where this came from. We had a show, Aloes versus Cro Cro, or Cro Cro versus Aloes, however you want to put it, in concert. And we agreed through the producers that I will take one of his melody and write it over. Right? And he will take one of mine and write it over. And we will use that again to create the same ambience.
To create
right?
the hype.
So in his song, when he took my melody and wrote it over, he said, whether tongue or country, I must have respect for he.
So you're
So I took his melody and I say, I have no respect for the four king because he was saying
the fourth king.
Fourth king, yeah.
Just make sure we get that part clear.
You know, and that is where that song came about.
Okay.
I have never ventured after that to sing anything
So that was an agreed piece of pecan.
Yes, take the credit.
Because it was nice.
Yeah.
No, I have to know it was all in good. In good vibes,
it was all in
nice.
good.
He started boasting he had two bad songs, and he don't know which one to sing. One was about the deceased father. The other one was the fourth king. But in the semis down San Fernando, when he heard my song Reflection, he said if Tuco don't change all them judges, he will not be defending his crown. Tell them, Aloes them friend nobody. In 98 when they give Prowler the crown, Cro Cro and all did say something wrong. Tell them, Aloes them friend nobody. I just go on tour all over the world.
So lovely, and I'm madly in love with you. She said, don't mind, I'm on the streets here. I don't know what you want to do. No, don't feel that I'm stupid. Not because I love dirty, but let me explain you, mister. I'm not really a hustler, but if you really want to make it with me, please don't tell me that you love. I'm sorry because love don't love anybody. Everyone keeps cutting each other throat. In this concrete jungle we live in, the episode is Murder She Wrote. 'Cause you can tell how I feel when I'm hungry. You do not feel the depression that I feel when I'm broke. My so-called friends, they're just watching and laughing. They won't stretch a helping hand, I swear they have stroke. That's when she said, love, Mr. Love, nobody loves nobody. I say, baby, you must believe me, because what I'm saying is true. She said, mister, just pass the money and then do what you want to do. Boy, I was living so happy. Yes, I once had a family, but my friends them put me on a scene, introduced me to this thing called cocaine. Now I live nowhere and have no money. The only alternative is to sell my body, because love don't love anybody. Everyone keeps cutting each other's throat. In this concrete jungle we live in, the episode is murder she wrote. 'Cause you can't tell how I feel when I'm lonely. Many times I just have to get up and go and roam. No one could say how you feel when you lose your family, especially when your house no longer a home. That's when I know love. She said, love, nobody loves nobody. She said, I would love to make a clean break, now that I've learned from my mistake. But right now, like it's too late for me, 'cause I done gone through already. No, don't matter how hard I try, no one to answer my cry. Everybody keeps turning me down. Nothing feels right. Boy, they are so wrong. Now that you know the whole truth about me, go your way in peace, 'cause you can't fool me. I know love don't love anybody. Everyone keeps cutting each other throat. In this concrete jungle we live in, the episode is murder she wrote. No one wants you and you are a loser. When you're on top, they keep trying to pull you down. Once you have cash, you will have friends forever. But if you're broke like me and you check for them, look, they're gone. Help me tell them love. She said, love, nobody loves nobody.
Watch now. That tune. Bottom. Bad.
I know.
I listen to the story and the way the story unfolds. You don't write like that no more.
You see, this is the whole thing about Calypso. Calypso is supposed to be a story. It's an editorial in song.
Yeah.
I am saying say no to drugs in a technical way. That's what I'm saying.
It's a
because
very straightforward.
I find
It's a story about a
say
lady.
no to drugs was too monotonous. So I
yeah.
created this imagination in my mind and wrote the song.
Yeah. Is that, I mean, at the end of the day, like you say, telling a story, right?
Yeah.
But in every story, there should be a message.
Yeah.
And your story about this young lady is on the streets.
Yeah.
The reason she there is because of drugs.
Right. And I'm saying that nobody wants you when you're a loser.
Exactly.
Yet when you're on top, they try to pull you down.
So they have no win-win.
When you have cash, you have friends forever. But if you're broke, everybody gone. Sam Cooke said that, you know.
Yeah.
Nobody knows you when you're down and out.
Now, the thing about it is you have a few songs in this vein of this storytelling and with a message particularly. And then you have, there's so many different sides to your music, because then you have the chutney soca.
Yeah. Roti and curry.
Roti and curry.
Yeah.
And then you have para and all that you just be singing.
Yeah, Black Cake I love.
Yeah. It's very interesting. Tell me about exploring these different sides of your music. Is it purposely or accidentally or?
No, it's not accidentally. Every singer or every performer is there for a purpose. It's like a movie they call Papillon. You just have to find the right wave, and that could take you right out.
Okay. So it's about riding the wave for you.
Yeah, it's riding the wave. And what will be absorbed in the society in that era and that time. Now, sometimes they don't happen right away.
Yeah.
But down the line, you know, like take for instance, Sparrow had sung a song years ago. Capitalism gone mad.
Yeah.
It's showing its head now. You have
Even when you listen to songs like Progress,
yeah.
you still see it.
Well, Progress was just the other day. I talking about
Long
years
before
ago,
that.
years
Yeah,
or
yeah,
long
yeah,
before
yeah.
that. You know, when does someone really become a good citizen?
Yeah.
Well, if you listen to the lyrics now, oh.
And as you can think about good songwriting, huh?
Yeah, it lasts. It lasts out its time.
Tell me something. Do you have anybody that you look at now, a Calypsonian, a soca artist, anybody that you can look at and say, yeah, you see potential, or you like what this person doing?
Well, in my mind, I am glad, I'm happy, I am grateful for the works of Marshall. I see him as the Michael Jackson of soca.
Okay.
All right, it has some young ones coming up, good potential. Aaron Duncan, Bungie for your freestyle. You could stand up right there and do it right there for you. It's extempo in its own area.
Yeah.
Right? You have Fayan coming from a family of singers. I understand even the Machine Home is a singer too. So there's a lot out there. As a matter of fact, I just want to say one thing. Calypso and soca is in good hands.
It's in good hands.
Yeah.
But I find you ain't called no Calypsonians though.
No, it have no serious. It have the likes of the Devon Seals and the Alana Sinnett. I ain't leaving all the ladies.
Yeah.
It have Nicole Graves. It have Skatey. These people showing good potential, but I rather deal with the younger ones because they're the replacement.
Right.
They're the replacement.
After them, the ones after them.
Yeah, it have the replacement too. It have replacement. So I don't think it will reach to no dying stage.
So you don't think it, I mean, people say that Calypso there already, if you look at the turnout for the march grand and
No,
kind of
forget
things.
that. You see, let me explain you something. There is a problem existing right now. Suffice to say, and I hold no qualms about that, I hold no reservation about it. Sometimes the judges make wrong pick for a final night. Now, I just want to bring back a little thing for you, right? Cro Cro, Aloes, Sandra, Modada, Duke, and these people in a finals, grandstand and not stand full.
Right.
To capacity.
But that was a particular time.
Wait now, I ain't done talk.
Yeah, right, you went back, so go ahead, stay back.
The problem here now is the radio stations what not pushing the music enough, because if you're hearing something in your head every day, you might get to like it or you might desist from it.
Right.
The young people not encouraged where Calypso is concerned. So the peers now, that what happening here now, the younger ones are enjoying we time, you know, still, you know. We fans is what them enjoying now. Them own peers don't follow them, you know. If you give them 10 tickets to sell in them area, them can't sell 5. Because here we're going on with Calypso. Your friend will never buy your music or pay to hear you sing.
Why not?
They
then
feel
that's not your friend.
This is how them consider it.
Well, then that's not friends to have. You need to change your friends.
Or a CD.
Change your friends.
They always want
my
to free.
friends just hire me to DJ in their party. Because you know what? DJing is my work.
I understand that, but not everybody have the concept of such. Let me explain
you have to change
this.
your friends.
In my history of working and performing with promoters,
yeah,
it is recorded. I have never take, ask, nor accept a complimentary to give nobody. I have never done that. You want
so
to
go by yourself.
Mister, if you like me and like my music, pay to hear me sing. I'm not bringing no complimentary for you, and I'm not giving you no free CD. I'm not doing that.
Makes sense. Makes a lot of sense. Let's go to a quick break.
Vintage Unplugged.
Any ladies want a hug, come check me. You can come text me, WhatsApp, DM if you like. It is not a dating site. It's Vintage Unplugged, so start to sing low. And start to oh yeah. I am not Roy K, but I can do the thing just like this. Say, dingle, hey, dingle, hey, 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 dingle, hey, dingle, hey, hey, hey. Music sweet, music so sweet. Hey. One who invented music has got to be terrific, has to be the one that created the sun and the trees, rivers and seas. Music, oh, music fills the world with happiness, plenty, sweetness, and togetherness. No, music has no friends or enemies. Everybody, hey, 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 dingle, and then you dingle, dingle, I saw the tingle, tingle, hey, 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 hey. So this is Vintage Unplugged. We taking it back to the old school with new school swag. And understand if there's any veterans watching this, I just hope that you don't get mad, cause this is a representation of you. Me showing real love to you for the things that you do when you take the culture from A to B, X, Y, straight down to Z. Yeah, well, you listen carefully because we have plenty lyrics, boy. I know I am young, but don't call me no little boy, boy. Cause I am a veteran in my own right. Oh, started to write, now I'm singing and I see the light. That if you don't know the past, how can you go for the future? So understand, I could dingle, hold a girl and just ramos, like Jean and Dinah tell she, I say, after 20, I go check she later, don't hate. Where is you see, where is you see? Vintage Unplugged, this is how we do it. So let me go back to the chorus one time. Let me sing it, say, tingle, hey, tingle, hey, hey, tingle, hey, tingle, hey, hey. So if you close tear up and you choose person, you could still jump up when music play. Oh, ladies, if you are sleep, young babies, everybody, tingle.
Welcome back, Vintage Unplugged 2017. Raucous, Sugar Aloes, Chewy Rivers. We all here, we chilling, and we talking.
Yeah.
And I want to talk to you about after the whole Israel thing happened, right? You went down to Skinner Park the following year.
Yeah.
What was the reception?
My reception was very hostile, where the people was concerned because, you know, they believe they own me.
Right. Right.
They believe they own
So
me.
they didn't agree with what you did
Yeah, but how,
when you went to work?
but how come they never felt Super Blue and Stalin and them people and them who work for other people?
Well, again, I think the premise of that is because them people never said that it's PN until they did.
Okay.
I think so.
All right, you could hold on to that. I took it in a different vein. I took it like water on dashing leaf,
That was a good way to
water
take
on
it.
duck back.
Did you expect it?
Yes, this is why I went. And I went
So you
to
knew it
prove.
was-
Yes, I know it was there. But I wanted to prove a point also,
What point was that?
that I could stand on that stage and deliver undisturbed without making one mistake. The judges didn't see that. So the judge now has proved to me that they're not judging performance, they're judging crowd reaction.
response.
So they proved that to me.
And on that, when that happened, then your reaction to that was you're gonna bust out.
No, when the judges make the decision,
That's what I mean.
that's when I make my decision.
That's what I mean. So when the judges did that, you say
It ain't making sense. It definitely ain't making sense because let me tell you something. There is no, and I could boast on that, no other Calypsonian could stand up there and go through that and he make a mistake. Some of them might not even stay to finish.
That's true, you know. I don't imagine that
None. I am the
all.
only one could do that. Because I could blank off everybody in my mind. I could blank off this whole thing here. I could blank this off and just do what I have to do.
The places where we used to pray, in churches where families meet. It's hypocrisy and moral decay, and bloodstains are seen on every street. We must say thank you, Lord, when we see the dawn. Could someone tell me how this place gets so? Spiritual values no longer the norm. This is not the land I used to know. Everywhere you turn is pain and sorrow. Oh, this is not the land I used to know. Raise them toilet paper high. Raise them high. Raise them high. She la la da day day. Raise them higher than that. Love you still.
Hello. Today, I want to discuss something very important. This is Trinidad and Tobago. Here, every creed and race finds an equal place. Promoters, I would like you to explain to me why I can't just pay my money and come to your party. Tell me now. Tell me why you had to know my Facebook profile, my all color underwear, the size of my pants. You want to know what size the bra people wearing is. I want to know why I need to go through all that to come and wine. Because that's what I'm coming for. I come in your party to wine. I mean, if you're having a party for your friends and your family, that is all right. That is all right. Tell them about it. Send them a broadcast. But from the time you send me a broadcast and they put it on the people TV and people radio, then I'm supposed to be able to come. You understand? The minute I had a bag to come in your party, you can hold your... Not today, Jesus. You understand what I'm saying to you? The minute you start to separate about who could come and who can't come, you're going to end up in trouble. You're going to put a lawsuit. You're going to have people come in the party to look for trouble. We don't want that. No. Like Shadow say, everybody is somebody. So let we pay if we want to come. If you're keeping a party for your personal friends, that's a different thing. Do advertise it. Send your friends and them a memo and tell them you want your friends to come to your house line or your big party down in wherever if it's a friends and family thing. But from the time you start to advertise for people, I could pay my money and come. This is a rules thing. Especially if I bring my own damn drinks too. Where your feet it is? Like Aloes already said, he's looking at the sign at the end of times here, you know. Watching this, I'm gonna go from here. Vintage Unplugged 2017, welcome back. Mr. Aloes, in 2007, 2007, you did not enter the competition.
I couldn't
enter the Why not?
I had major surgeries.
What was wrong with you?
I had seepage. I went to do a show in Antigua, and I started feeling nauseous and sick and things like that. But I ended up in the hospital anyway, and they had emergency surgery on me.
In Antigua?
In Antigua.
Okay. So that took you down for how long?
Well, actually, the doctor told me, the doctors, because I was lucky, I had 5 Cuban doctors.
You get through?
Yes, I get through.
People that have flyer for that, you know?
Yeah, I get through.
Call no names. Anyway, carry on.
And And they advised me not to go under 2 years.
Okay.
But I am the management of, I form part of the management of Calypso Review.
Right.
So I stayed out and things like that, and we had just lost Sonny Woodley, and that was the last of the Mohicans, because between the Jazzy Pantins and the Kitchener and then Sonny, and I stayed out. I didn't perform that year, and then I came back in 2008
And you won.
and won the Monarch, yeah.
Okay. Also now, that's one of the things that you've had to deal with. And you also had to deal with the loss of your son.
Yeah, right there, and then in the same time frame.
Same time frame.
Yeah, after I came back from Antigua, I was home, recuperating, and I lost my son to violence in the streets. And I had to deal with that. Again, I hold on to secret things and sacred things, such as the prayer serenity. Give me the courage to accept the things I cannot change. I couldn't put him back to life, so I accepted that.
How long did that process take you?
It took me quite a while, but the beauty about it is that I had learned to overcome it and accept.
And it make you grow.
Yeah.
But that's a tough one to deal with, boy.
Well, sometimes you expect certain things from certain people, and certain reaction will cause certain reactions, you know. And he was out there.
He was out there, so
He
well,
was
I
out
guess.
there, yeah.
I don't know. I see you have a little tattoo here.
Yeah, there's just a memorandum of him,
What is it?
a sleeping angel.
Right, I like it, I like it, I like it. Now, earlier, you was telling me about your first encounter with Baron. When he come to the tent.
Yeah, that was in 1979.
And they tell him sit down and listen to
And
yourself
listen
sing.
himself, yeah.
How was your relationship with Baron after that?
Very good, very, 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 very good. As a matter of fact, we are so close that when deceased Jazzy Pantin was going and give up the review, his manager, which is then Mr. Julian Williams, called me and asked me what is my intentions as far as Baron is concerned. I said, well, Baron not going nowhere. I go and take over the review, and Baron remain at home.
Yeah.
As it is now, he is the longest member in the tent.
Of the review.
Before that was Crazy. Crazy was the longest member, but he
Yeah.
break, service, and he went, and Baron is still there up to now.
I remember the Mashka performance when the limo pull up on
Yes,
stage.
and when they announced singing in what position, Mr. Sugar Aloes, Michael Osuna, and then Baron came
Come on,
out.
yeah.
And then he went around the car and opened
Open
the car.
the door, yeah.
You know,
yeah,
and
yeah.
I always say that I am one of the people who had caused serious uproar in the Savannah and didn't win.
But so then that kind of going against what you were saying before about the judges.
Yeah.
Kind of, you never know what to expect with these
Never
judges
know,
out there.
never know.
Well, I get my piece of that now, Joey. Let me strike it up and head out. Vintage Unplugged 2017, Sugar Aloes, Joey Rivers, rock us, we love you. Take care. A big tune to go, a big tune to go. Pass our wine, pass our wine, pass our wine. And in case you didn't know, this song still matching a party and thing, eh? This song still matching a party. Listen tune.
Many people trying to make confusion, trying to put Baron against me. Some say for an imposter, I'm blessed with imitation, and how I trying to sound just like him. But I would like to let those people know, for 14 long years, Baron did leave and go. 1979 is when I came on the scene.
And then,
Baron came back in.
so all you tell them.
But I don't sound like the Baron. For your information, the Baron don't sound like me. So when I'm singing my tune and you hear a sweet croon, I'm just being me. Even if I'm dressed in some fancy style or fashion, or wearing some costly jewelry. Don't talk about if they see me talking to 4 or 5 women. They just say I'm trying to be like him.
What does that say about him?
But it's one thing that they don't understand. Baron love Indian,
and
Plenty action, I just love nice things and I am being friendly. Yes, it makes me happy. But I don't look like the Baron.
As a matter of fact,
And if I should mention Baron more nashy than me, so whenever you see me
looking how?
looking nice and dandy, I'm just being me. Myself and Baron, we both have religious background, so we enjoy singing from since we small. If you should notice while we are on a stage performing, it's so natural that we don't have to bawl. We just relax and let the feelings flow. Do what we want. Wherever we go, it's a gift from God that we both receive. So please don't be deceived. And please don't take me for Baron. Just pay close attention and don't take Baron for me.
Not for he.
We both have one thing in common. It's a gift from heaven, but I love being me. Where say? Don't mistake me for Baron.
No.
Just pay close attention. Don't mistake Baron for me.
Not for he.
We both have one thing in common.
Vintage Unplugged was filmed on location at Calypso Blues Cafe.
But